Hey everybody, how's everybody doing out there? Want to do a video today looking at a new program that eBay has. It's called eBay Valet, V-A-L-E-T, like a car valet. What they're doing here, it looks like they're trying to do similar to Amazon, to where I know they've had a program like this around for a while, or they had people have done this for a while, where they have someone else takes your items and they list it, they take the pictures, they do everything, ship it out, handle customers, handle emails, and then they keep a commission and you get the remainder of it. And they've had it around for a while, but not really to this extent. I got an email a while back from eBay, I think it was from eBay, that was talking about the program and wanted me to give it a try, so thought I'd give it a shot. You know, they sent me this box here that it's got postage paid in it. It tells you to fill it up with the items. They are kind of picky about the items, and understandably so. They want it to be something that's worth like $50 or more. There's a little note that came in here. It says they like electronics, clothes and shoes that are new or in great condition. They want designer name brand. They want high-end stuff. They want antiques, collectibles, sporting goods and accessories, home and garden such as toys, small appliances, gardens, and special instruments. They got pictures on here. So you kind of get an idea for what they want. They said items they won't accept. It's pretty much anything you can't sell on eBay anyways, but they don't want stained, broken, show signs of wear, so don't send your old dirty socks into them. Can't have alcohol, tobacco, drugs, weapons, things like that. It doesn't want media such as DVDs. Box sets are okay. They don't want CDs, VHS music, cassette tapes, music records, and books. Anything that retails for less than $50. It says that they will not be accepted. So supposedly fill out the box, fill out this little form. You're supposed to give them a description. Mine's going to be easy, and then drop the box off. It worked out pretty well because I went to a store that was going out of business, so I got some of this stuff for like 70-80% off. And what I have here is two different items. So I'm going to give this a little test, and you guys can follow along with me, and we'll see how this works for them. I have here a Logitech C920 HD Pro webcam. The sticker on there says $99.99, and we have the exact same item here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one and put it in this box and ship it off for eBay Valet to take care of. And I'm going to take one and I'm going to list, I'm going to take the pictures, I'm going to answer emails, I'm going to ship it off, and I'm going to see how these two compare, how they both compare to each other. The thing is anytime I can have someone else doing some of the work for me, that's great. And hopefully this is going to work out, because I think this is something that eBay is trying to do to compete with Amazon. So my assumption here is, and it's a complete assumption, is that Amazon is going to have, or I'm sorry, eBay is probably going to bump these guys up in listing rank so that more people see these items, so that you're going to get that turnover a lot quicker of selling items, where I'm not going to get quite the exposure probably that they will, but we'll see who does a better job of it. Kind of one of the cons I'm not real sure about is that it says that, doesn't say whether they're going to do a buy it now or whether they're going to do a auction listing, and I don't know if they're just going to start it at like a penny and let it run up, and then whatever it ends up at, it ends up at. But these are selling, they look like between like 50 and 75 bucks, seem like the average on there, which that's probably what I'll put it on there for, to try and sell it kind of quick, because I didn't pay a whole lot for them. But I don't know what they're going to do with that, so we'll see how that part goes. Just a quick tip, little thinking here in the way that I think with these. If I could, if I make $50 off of this item on my own, but it takes me 6 months to sell it, to me that's not as big or as important to me as if I made $20 off of it or $25 off of it and I sold it in a week. So if eBay can do that for me, it's a win in my book, because I'm getting my money back plus 25 bucks, and over the course of 6 months, if that sat there for 6 months, how many times could I turn that over if I can make 20 bucks in a week? I hope you guys see that easy math there. But to me, that's a no-brainer. So if I'm making a little bit less, but they're selling it faster for me, and they may end up doing both, I don't know, but hopefully I'm all for that. But if that works out, then this is another avenue, because on these, I tried listing these on Amazon at first to send them in, 'cause that's why I bought a whole bunch of stuff from that store. And I went to put this on Amazon FBA, and it wouldn't allow me to do it. I probably could have done emergent fulfill, but I didn't want to mess with it, and it worked out because I'm going to try this. And so follow along with me on here. I'm going to do some more videos. I'll make a note down in the description. Do part 1, part 2, whatever. I'll make some notifications so you guys can kind of follow along in the process here. And if it works out, then hopefully we all have a new avenue to turn to sell our stuff on. And you know, I'll gladly give them the 30%. It did say on there the items that don't sell, that they charge you $10 to ship it back to you, which that's a bit much to me, because I thought about throwing in a couple things, you know, just to see what they did with them. Something, you know, throw in a pair of old dirty socks just to see if they throw a fit, or if they'll mail them back to me, charge me $10. But I didn't want to mess with that. I couldn't really find it. I didn't take the time to see if I had anything else that was new with tags that was going to be worthwhile, that I could sit on there and that would fit in this box. I mean, it's nice and all, but I do have, you know, I've got a couple things, but it's just going to be too big and too heavy, so I won't be sending that off to them. So anyways, follow along. Hope this is helping everybody out. Hope everybody's out there doing well. Check out the new Thrift Hunters show. It's a pretty good show. I've been enjoying watching it. Those guys are pretty good guys, and they're funny, so at least it brings some humor, and there's some things that you see in that they do that, you know, I run into, and I'm sure you guys will run into out there, or you will run into out there, so you'll see some of the funny things. So anyways, hope everybody's doing well out there. Take care, good luck out there, and God bless.